G'day YouTube and welcome to my video. Today we're going to resurrect an Elita One figure that belonged to my son. Elita was released as Kmart exclusive for Netflix War of Cybertron trilogy. She's a remold of RC with new shoulders, new torso, new waist and a new head. Originally we had a Go Better kit on her, but one of the dogs got to it along with the weapons, leaving her looking pretty sad. So it was off to Thingiverse to see what we could do. We got lucky. Somebody had molded this RC kit, but then we got a bit luckier and somebody had reworked it to more closely resemble Elita. So we're going to go with that. While we're here, she's going to need some new weapons. I'm thinking she needs a pistol. I'm also thinking she needs a rifle. So I'm going to go with this rifle. It looks pretty close to what I saw in the show. But I mean, how good is this Halo sniper rifle? So we're going to grab that one too. To finish her off, she needs some stopping power. So this is the Pulsar Proliferator. It's from one of my favourite designers. It's well worth the $6. I love it because you can use the handle in one of 3 positions, so it suits any figure. Jumping into Cheetah Box, we're going to use the most recent version of the files for Elita's backpack. Just deleting out the older versions here. Now, I'm going to be supporting the absolute crap out of these pieces. Normally you wouldn't use as many supports, but because this is the surfaces where they're going to sort of mat together, I don't want any warpage. So these supports should snap off easily enough, and I should be able just to sand them nice and smooth. The bits that don't join, I'm using the finer supports. These ultralight supports are great. They just snap away. They almost don't leave a mark. Doing the island check. Make sure you always do this. You really can't have any islands. It's a great way to shatter a screen. So get them all. Take some time, but well worth it. Ultralight support is all you need. Moving on to the guns, you guys don't need to see me supporting these models. I actually did 2 plates of guns, so further on the video you'll see more. Love the look of this rifle. It looks like it's been picked straight out of the show. and this pistol just looks fantastic. So now we're off to printing. Everything printed really great in this Elita Glue water washable clear blue resin. Backpack is really nice and clean. The only fault is this tiny row of bubbles. You won't see it once it's painted. Guns, they look great too. Absolutely perfect. So onto a test fit. She looks pretty great. She's pretty close to the tune, which is fantastic. There was a little bit of a gap though where the wing base met the tops, so some cellies needed epoxy putty and some water. The water stops the putty from sticking to your fingers. The idea is to get it in as thin as you can. This is going to make your sanding a heap easier. So plenty of water. Just keep working it in. You've got a good few minutes of working time with it. Try and press it thin. While we're waiting for the putty to dry, it was onto the guns. I'm giving them a base coat in some Krylon ultra flat black camouflage paint. You can use any paint primer for this. I'm now dry brushing with some Tamiya gunmetal, and I'm using these makeup brushes I got from Kohl's. I think they were about 16 bucks for the pack. The 5 brushes there are going to last me like years. The Netflix exclusive had a worn, battle damaged look. The paint apps were great, so I'm going to try and duplicate the same on the guns. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but the idea is that you want to see the black in the recesses and let that gunmetal sort of become like the mid-tone. The idea is to get a worn steel look. Last of the guns now. Now this coat is super thin, so it dries super fast. You can move straight on to the top coat. For that I'm using some Tamiya XF16 flat aluminium. It really makes the pieces pop. Like it looks like steel that's been scratched up. So you get this really nice light and dark, this nice transition. between the bright steel and the really dark matte black. These pulsar proliferators really come up really good.
Try to reach you, but you close your mind. So much you say, the words are hard to find. You're running out of stamina. I see it in your eyes. Let me be your light. We could reignite.
So with the guns done, it's back to the backpack. I'm wet sanding with some 180 grit, wet dry, and then some 400 grit. The 180 grit does most of the work. It eats away at all that putty, and then the 40 grit takes out the sanding marks that were left by the 180 grit. This actually did take a while despite me getting the putty thin. On the plus side, it's been stinking hot, so they dried really quickly. Now I'm priming it up with the same black I used before. For the top coat, I'm going with Games Workshop Citadel Mephistian Red. It's a really nice dark cool red and it covers really well. I'm applying with a really big brush, like for miniature painting. It's a size 8 round brush, and I'm washing it in between so it's full of water. This helps thin the paint and it helps it flow. I'm starting at the edges and then working my way in. It's going to take a few coats, but it's better to have nice thin coats to get an even finish. You don't want to slap it on too thick. You'll get runs, you'll get bubbles, you'll get defects in it. So just build it up. You can see after the first coat, the black is still bleeding through. With the second coat, it's covering pretty well. On to the third coat. Peg makes a great handle. That's pretty good. And here she is all done. Really happy how she came out. The gun suits the character. The pistols, the rifle, everything. She looks absolutely fantastic with them in hand. I had a ton of fun doing this. Like, it was fun to print them, it was fun to paint them, it was fun to pose them and photograph them. I even jumped into Photoshop with them, to clean the images up a bit. And I took the chance to fix up Chromia. I gave her that Halo sniper rifle. She's actually missing a piece from her waist, but you can't see her once she's posed up. She looks fantastic, especially when you pair her up with Elita. I mean, the two of them together, it's really fantastic. So, like I mentioned at the beginning, these are my son's figures. He no longer wants them. If you'd like to add these two girls to your collection with all their new weapons, the shotguns, the sniper rifles, the pistols, as well as Chromia's gun and Elita's backpack, I mean, hit up my eBay link below. All proceeds go to my son's new mobile phone that he's saving up for. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it, and please have a fantastic day.